Hello, my friend. Welcome to MetaMind Meditation, the channel bringing you peace and wellness through guided meditations, sleep meditations, and practical tips for living a more fulfilling life. Welcome to part 2 of 20 simple habits for living an intentional life. Part 1 focused more on the busy workday most of us experience and how we can better navigate those days with better habits and routines. If you haven't watched that one yet, please see the link below in the comments section. As promised, this video will be about more general ideas of living a more intentional life. This video may feel less structured than the last one. That just means that these ideas have more flexibility for including them in your life. Be sure to watch until the end. You never know which of these tips will be the most beneficial to you until you see it. Please like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Let's begin. Tip number 11. Decrease your screen time. This is probably the most difficult tip in part 2, especially since our phones and the apps we use are engineered to get us addicted to them with dopamine hits for every like and comment we get on social media. Even switching between apps or web pages gives us a degree of satisfaction, as we get some pleasure from the changes we see on the screen. The trouble with our phone addiction is that it draws us too far away from our true physical presence. The mind has only the flimsiest distinction between you standing in your kitchen and imagining yourself on that beautiful Caribbean beach you're seeing on your phone. As we deny our own physical needs more and more with digital distractions, we will begin to suffer in quiet ways. Eventually, a vague sense of dissatisfaction can give way to a true depressive episode. Replace some of this time with something you can touch. Great options are hobbies such as reading, drawing, or composing music. Chances are you have a goal in mind that you should really be working on instead. If you've ever spent an entire Saturday online only to regret it the next day or on Monday, then you already know what I'm talking about. If you have to, you can do a detox from your phone in steps. Even forcing yourself to resist your phone for 5 minutes while you do something else will be incredibly rewarding. I definitely recommend staying away from your phone immediately upon waking and at least 30 minutes before bedtime. These breaks help you to ease into your day and decompress and relax at the end of the day. Try it out and let us know below if you need some support. Cell phone addiction is a real thing. Habit number 12. Make some time for exercise. As discussed in a previous video, Intentional Living for Beginners, 5 areas of focus, linked below. We cannot deny that we exist in a physical body. We have to take care of it, or we risk becoming sick or injured. Denying your body the things it needs can lead to depression. This is why I recommend you make some time for exercise. Honor your body's need for movement. This can really be as simple as going for a walk or jog, or doing a yoga session. Of course, if you're a go-getter with Ironman or Olympic aspirations, you already know how amazing it is to get into peak physical condition and be able to perform feats of great strength and speed. For the rest of us, we should at least put in the minimum effort to maintain our musculature and flexibility. Habit number 13. Pause before taking action. It's no secret that our waking lives are very fast-paced. The goal of this channel is to help people slow down and enjoy the present. Often, as a means of coping with the day-to-day, we find ourselves acting without thinking. We lapse into autopilot more often than we probably should. This piece of advice simply asks you to take a second to honestly consider your next action. Ask yourself what the downstream consequences are for what may seem like a small action. You may decide that you really don't have the time or energy to do what you're about to do, or you may realize you have an old habit which goes against the new lifestyle you're currently building. Alternatively, you may find a great reason to reinforce a new way of living and smile at the decision you're about to make. Habit number 14. Set time aside for yourself. We all have relationships and responsibilities that require our time each day. Sometimes we find ourselves wholly caring for someone else, like a small child, a sick spouse, or an elderly parent. One of the wonders of our species is how we band together socially to help the vulnerable members of our society. That is one of the core elements that helped us survive and thrive into the present day. As amazing as this is, we have to admit that one person cannot do it all. We can only burn the candle at both ends for so long before we crash and burn out. If you get to that point, you have actually hurt yourself and the people who normally depend on you. Adults can get by without your constant support. Make time every single day to check in with yourself and ask if you need anything. You may be surprised by what you tell yourself. If you watched my last video, you'll remember that I'm a fan of morning and bedtime routines. These are great ways to honor yourself and make sure that you're prepared when someone needs an ear to bend or a shoulder to cry on. Habit number 15. Be aware of who you spend your time with. All of us have friends and family, co-workers, and casual acquaintances. That is completely natural. But have you ever paused to consider how these individual people make you feel? People are always growing and changing, either intentionally or as a product of their day-to-day habits that develop subconsciously. Over time, we may find that we have grown apart from people we used to be very close to. Maybe we want different things. Maybe we see things differently. Maybe we've moved on to a new stage of life, like parenthood, and now our priorities are very different. It is okay for this to happen. It is completely normal. The hard part can be recognizing that a change needs to be made and then following through on your decision. It doesn't always mean ending a relationship or friendship, but that could be a real possibility. If you find that you are always giving to someone, but they never give back to you, then this is a good sign that you should probably end that connection. On the positive side, this is an opportunity to realize the wonderful people in your life who help and inspire you. These are the people to spend time with. Take a moment each day to think about one of these champions and send them a little love. A quick call or text can go a long way in showing your appreciation. People are like seeds. If you water them with your attention, they will grow. Be careful with whom you choose to spend your attention. This is a clear case of quality over quantity. Habit number 16. Have a cleaning routine and keep it simple. Most of us take no joy in cleaning up our homes or workspaces. It can be tremendously satisfying when the work is done, but it can be overwhelming to get started. You can make this more manageable by cutting down on the clutter and developing a routine to maintain a satisfactory level of neatness. You don't have to make your home look like a magazine spread. You just have to be satisfied with your space and know that nothing is causing you any stress by laying out in the open as a reminder of a task unfinished. Begin with decluttering. Set a timer for 1 to 2 hours and make it your mission to put away things you are not currently using. Find a place for everything and keep it there when not in use. This is also a good time to collect donatable items and to throw away the things that need to go. Once you've established a baseline level of neatness, make a schedule for cleaning. Maybe you dedicate a certain room or a certain chore each evening as part of your bedtime routine, or maybe you choose to dedicate 2 full hours one weekend day to clean and straighten up. Remember, the better you maintain your established baseline throughout the week, the less you will have to do to return to that point at the end of the week. Tip 17. Find joy in small things. This habit is great for tapping into the current moment and finding something to be grateful for. You've heard me say that we live in a fast-paced world. Societal pressures make us feel like we have to keep moving. If you can find time daily to pause and notice the small things in life, you are halfway to a happy moment. Once you begin to notice these little things, ask yourself what about them can make you smile. This can be the tone of voice of someone on the phone, noticing a good deed by someone else while you're buying groceries, or even the way the air feels and smells on a pretty day. If you don't notice anything during the day, try to find something as you get ready for bed and reflect on your day. Tip 18. Be mindful of your influences. In a previous tip, we talked about being careful of the people we have in our lives. Some people lift us up, and some people can make us feel very tired or change our good mood into a bad one. The same thing can happen with news outlets and social media. Hopefully that comes as no surprise. Because we are social by nature, we will always be curious to know what is going on in the world. Unfortunately, bad news travels faster than good news, so most coverage will be sensational. In the social media landscape, people are more likely to handpick what they share with the world, only the best of the best. Our innate desire to connect will inevitably lead to some comparisons between ourselves and what we see on a profile, even subconsciously. In both the news and social media, we have to remember that we aren't seeing a clear or accurate picture. Most of us benefit by reducing our exposure to these things. They distract us from ourselves and usually leave us feeling worse than before. Keep track and participate if you feel the desire to be included, but be careful to limit yourself, especially as you notice your mood turning. The only comparison you should care about is how you presently compare to a past version of yourself. You should be your own measuring rod. Number 19. Enjoy some time in nature. There's no denying that people have a connection to the earth we call home. Have you ever noticed a striking sunset or gotten lost online watching puppy and kitten videos? What about those perfect days when you're excited to let the fresh air indoors because it's just the right temperature? Nature has a way of helping us calm down and be more present. Simply being outside can have this effect. If you can get some gentle sunshine and some fresh air in a natural setting like a beach, the mountains, or a forest, chances are you won't be able to wipe that smile off your face. A short walk outside on busy work days can help you relax and refocus. Even enjoying an early morning cup of coffee with your bare feet in the grass outside can charge you up for success. I have linked a video below if you're having trouble getting to sleep. The 10 hours of gentle rain sounds video will soothe you and wash away your worries. You can even have it playing softly in the background at work or while relaxing at home. Please be sure to check it out. Tip number 20. Be still. Okay, this tip may be the most challenging of all, even more difficult than limiting your screen time. This tip is ultimately the design of this channel, to bring peace of mind through stillness. I've mentioned a few times already how helter-skelter and out of control the world can feel at times. All the tips and suggestions in this video are pointing to this idea of stillness and intentionality. If you can slowly detangle yourself from constantly being on autopilot, you will find it easier to be still and present. You will actually come to enjoy it. If you can create a lifestyle you are happy with, and one that gives you a sense of control over your life, you will feel a profound shift to peace in your body, mind, and soul. If you develop a routine of meditation, you can help yourself make serious strides towards this sensation. Check out other videos on this channel for guided meditations to help you get started. To recap, these second 10 habits are: decrease your screen time, make time for exercise, pause before taking action, set time aside for yourself, be aware of who you spend your time with, have a cleaning routine and keep it simple, find joy in small things, be mindful of your influences, enjoy some time in nature, and be still. Please like, share, and subscribe or check in the video description for other videos mentioned earlier. It helps more than you know. Thank you for watching until the end. Please let us know in the comments which tips you're excited to try or which ones you're already doing. Peace and light upon your beautiful soul, forever and always.